As playoffs inch closer, every point matters, and tonight in Irvine, California, a show will be put on between Orange County SC and the Real Monarchs. Welcome in, I'm Josh Toll, and with me is former Manchester United goalkeeper Gary Bailey. And Gary, the standings couldn't be much tighter as spots 4 through 13 are separated by just 6 points.
It makes it so exciting, doesn't it? A good run by any of those teams in that little stretch. Have a look at it, from Austin Bold on 37 points down to El Paso on 33, and even below that, there's only a few points separate all those teams. It's going to be a bun fight right until the end. That's going to be exciting for all the viewers and all the fans.
Orange County just on the outside, looking in at the 13th spot. With a win tonight, they could jump up into that 10th spot, so they are looking at a chance to move on. But now let's take a further look at Michael Seaton, our pro sport player to watch.
I love this man. He's big and he's strong, and he sets him up. There he is, setting up the opportunity there. And he scores enough himself, 9 in 21. Here is the big man. Look at him powering through. Picks up that loose ball, keeps on going. He's got strength, he's got ability. And at 23 years of age, he's got a great career in front of him, has the young Jamaican.
And now for Douglas Martinez of Real Monarchs. He's another one that can be just as deadly.
Yeah, also 22 years of age, a young man, but he is also powerful. And that's what they have in common, both these strikers. Big, strong, good finishers, good headers of a ball. And 10 and 16 makes him a super hot property at the moment, Douglas Martinez. And look at that, just gets in front of the keeper to get the equalizer in this match against Fresno. Fantastic finish.
For Real Monarchs, they head to Orange County, take on Orange County, starting 11 when we return.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday.
Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that.
Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Welcome back to Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, as we get set for Orange County SC versus Real Monarchs. Tonight's starting 11 is presented by Adidas, official merchandise of the Orange County Soccer Club. And first off, we'll start out with Orange County and their starting 11, Gary.
Yep, no changes from the team that beat Las Vegas 3-0 at home. Young Cervantes in goal as a player to watch out for. What a future he has, 17 years of age. How mature is that? Good solid centre backs in Human Orozco and Quinn in midfield. Duke has been crucial since his comeback. Jones and Seaton causing all the problems with a bit of help from Forrester and Van Wolfgang. All in all, it's a team that should be way higher in the table. This is a really good team.
And for the Real Monarchs, they have a little bit of a different look tonight.
Yeah, 3 players go out from the team that drew 1-1 at Fresno: Schmidt, Rowe, and the young 18-year-old goalkeeper David Ochoa. In comes Andrew Putner in goals, Kyle Coffey, and Justin Portillo. So 3 changes, and I thought that was a good result at Fresno, 1-1. Never easy to get anything there, and this is also a team that on its day can be really superb. And we mentioned Douglas Martinez. What a good player he is.
What a player. He's got his work cut out from tonight going against Orange County. Orange County led by Braden Cloutier for Real Monarchs. They were led by interim head coach Jaime Olive. And now our injury report. Now it's time for the Hoag Orthopedic Institute injury report. There you see the injured players out for this one, but still plenty of players on the pitch ready to make a difference tonight. And it's going to be about who can score in this game first. Get off on that front foot. Gary, what are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to both teams being so good. I mean, there's so many players to pick from. We've already mentioned Michael Seaton. What about Darwin Jones and Aidan Quinn from midfield? And we mentioned Cervantes in goals. What a good talent he is. You've got a Real Monarchs, and Andrew Putner comes into goals for his seventh match. I'd like to see him play and what he can bring to the party. Michael Chang has got 9 goals already this season. So mentioned Douglas Martinez with 10. Michael Chang not far behind. And Kyle Coffey with a couple of goals. Keen to see how he plays. It's really about points at this stage of the season, and for Orange County, they've showed good form. Now they have to pick up another 3 points as they work their way up this table. They were so good last season, finishing top. And yes, they did lose a couple of players, Annie Volson being one of the big ones, but the rest of this team are much the same. So I expect them to do well. And Braden Cloutier says that he thinks they're now on the charge and they're heading back up the table.
For Real Monarchs, they sit right now in the 5th spot coming into the evening. Orange County not too far behind in the 13th spot. Again, you're looking at spots 4 through 13, all separated by 6 points. So if a team goes on a little bit of a run, they can leapfrog a couple other teams to make a run into the playoffs. Again, this year, a little bit different. Top 10 teams go.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes. I can see teams who think they're safe falling out of the top 10. I can see teams who, like Orange County, getting into the top 10. So much to play for at this stage of the season.
And we are underway in Irvine, California. Orange County in their orange kits, Real Monarchs in the white kits. Real Monarchs, they come in 10 wins, 7 losses, and 5 draws for 35 points. They're coming off a draw against Fresno. For Orange County, 7 wins, 8 losses, 9 draws for 30 points. They're coming off a big 3-0 win against Las Vegas in that game. All those goals coming in the second half for Orange County. And tonight they have their work cut out for them against a tough Real Monarchs club.
Yeah, you mentioned that Las Vegas games. The goals came in the 68th minute onwards. And Coach Braden Cloutier delighted the fact that his team kept at it. He said they now believe, they now have the confidence. They know they will win games. And he said they show great patience against Las Vegas, and eventually it all worked out for them.
Contour with the throw. And this will be cleared with ease by Real Monarchs. Played over, and coming up is Quinn. Contour. Back to Quinn. Quinn, one of the leaders on this Orange County squad, as that's going to be deflected and go out of play.
Yeah, Aidan Quinn's got 6 goals this season. We're talking about goal scorers. I forgot to mention him. 6 is a reasonable amount to get, especially when most of your efforts coming from midfield.
Quinn, 27-year-old out of San Diego, California. His father coached in the MLS with the San Jose Quakes. As that one's grabbed. I should say the San Jose Clash at the time.
Good goalkeeping there from Andrew Putner, coming to get the ball, just stretching over the top of a few heads, so it was hard to hold on to, but positive, confident in his ability, gets the free kick.
Andrew Putner on the year, 8 goals against. He's had 3 clean sheets. As this is played down and then headed back by Walker Hume. Giving chase is Contour. Contour surveying the pitch, and he'll elect to go back to Hume. Hume, the tall center back, plays it forward towards midfield. Brought down by Van Wolfgang. And now here's a great chance, and diving out, making sure that no one can get on top of that, was the goalkeeper, Aaron Cervantes.
Yeah, nice and quick out, and very, very brave. He's coming at feet. It looked like it was a 50-50 for a moment, and Cervantes didn't bother at all, didn't hesitate, just came flying out, gathered the ball safely, and as a USA Youth International, what a great career he has in front of him. 17 years of age, and a regular in this team.
11 games started now for the 17-year-old, as that's played forward to Darwin Jones in the area. Jones so dangerous. Cleared away by Portillo.
I think Portillo at that stage just happy to get rid of the pressure because Orange County have been coming at Real Monarchs and they just felt, just get the ball out and let's just regroup.
That pass cut out by the captain, Jack Blake. Pushing it wide, and that's going to be too far for Mikel Chang. Mikel Chang, the first player in USL history to reach 30 assists. Real Monarchs away from home, 2 wins, 5 losses, 4 draws. Meanwhile, for Orange County at home, 6 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws. This is the first of 2 meetings on the season. The next one will be played in October. That one will be in Utah.
I don't think that home record for Orange County really tells you how good this team is. They've struggled this season. They lost a couple of key players, including Thomas Enivolson.
That one nodded away. Blake heads it back. Now in the circle.
I'm just saying, besides Enivolson, there's a couple of injuries, but now they're getting their players back, they're getting their confidence back, and I reckon their home form for the rest of the season is going to be a lot better than it has been in the early part of the season.
Ryden to Powder. Powder gets the return pass. Goes right back to Callan Ryden. Ryden out of Norman, Oklahoma. Last year he was the team defensive player of the year for Real Monarchs. He's also played with Jacksonville Armada. Powder near touchline, goes inside. Blake to Eric Holt. Yasso on the far side. That one over the head of Arriaga, but finds the boot. And now push forward. Here's a great chance by Chang, and that one blocked, and it finds its way out past the end line.
Chang very sharp there and gets through a little bit too easily, perhaps, if you're an Orange County defender. You'll be looking at that thinking, got to do better. But his first touch there seems to fool Joe Amico. And Cervantes, once again, makes the save.
Cervantes getting challenged there by Mikel Chang on the year. Chang 9 goals on the season. Chang second behind Douglas Martinez. Played wide, now sent towards the near post, and that one cleared out for a corner. No, we will not have a corner, we'll have a goal kick. Offside.
Offside, yeah, and it's a little bit too easy the way that was played into the box there for Real Monarchs. You play into the box and get the ball back. It's who is marking the box, and Orange County will have to keep things a little bit tighter there. Been exposed the last few minutes, and it shows you how good this Real Monarchs side is and why they're sitting in 5th spot. They can cause teams all sorts of problems.
Played down by Amico, trying to find Forster. Forster assist last week to Aiden Quinn. Forster, 28-year-old out of Milton, England. Named Team of the Week.
Braden Cloutier looking on there at his side, and he knows how good they were last season, finishing top of the Western Conference, and he must be most concerned with how they've struggled in this early part of the season, but they're coming good. Their form has been improving, and that 3-0 home win to Las Vegas was excellent. It was like the old Orange County were back again.
Hume in the circle. Hume had his birthday earlier in the week on the 21st. Twin brother Tucker, who plays for, I believe it's Pittsburgh. I should say twin brother plays for Nashville. Forster giving chase, and Duke unable to get to that ball as it reaches the far touchline.
Darwin Jones appealing to the ref for a penalty. I think I got brought down. The ref's just saying, hey, I'll referee the game. You just get up. Referee obviously feels he went down a little bit too easily. Let's see if this tells us anything. There, he's got the ball, and he just runs into the player. No way you're going to get anything of that. Just ran into Eric Holt, but he felt it was worth appealing.
Arriaga plays it outside. Martinez sends it across, trying to find Chang. Does the volley, and that one batted out. Great stop there by the young goalkeeper.
That is a wonderful save from Cervantes. Chang has hit that absolutely perfectly. He must have thought that's definitely going in the back of the net. Lovely ball played in. Chang lines it up, hits it. The keeper gets it up and over the crossbar. This is a wonderful save. Have a look again. You can see it from there. Cervantes, what a talent this young man is.
Corner kick now coming for Real Monarchs as they're looking to strike early here in the first 10 minutes. Inward swinging ball, punched away, and now cleared out of the danger area.
Wow, Cervantes making one fantastic save. He made a good block from Chang a few minutes before that. The Orange County goalkeeper has been busy, and if Orange County fans thought this was going to be an easy match after Las Vegas win, I think they realize how good and how talented these young Real Monarch players are.
Holt, and he'll play this one all the way back to Putna. Putna surveying, will go near side. Powder. Chang with the throw. He'll try it all over again. Chang out of Havana, Cuba will hand it over to Noah Powder. Trying to find Martinez as that one's knotted away. Fans, time is running out to secure a season seat membership for the 2019 season, including the buy 2 season seats. Get 2 free offer while there is still time. Visit orangecountysoccer.com. Nice through ball, but Martinez can't get his foot on it as it reaches Hume. Contour into Quinn. Quinn going long, down the touchline, Jones. Played out by Eric Holt. Eric Holt, another player out of San Diego, California, played at UCLA, where he helped lead the Bruins to 3 NCAA tournaments out of the 4 years that he was a UCLA Bruin.
Those fans in the background, we got a glimpse of them a few minutes ago, playing their drums and creating a wonderful atmosphere for Orange County.
Supporters Week in the USL as that's headed away. County Line Coalition letting themselves be heard this evening. Throw for Contour.
Two balls on the pitch, so Contour throws the one away. Now he's going to launch it into that box to see if he can get a flick on the near post. And the referee just warning Darwin Jones that can't go around pushing the goalkeeper.
The throw from Contour. Finds the head of Hume. Played back and then takes a deflection. Nothing going for Orange County on that one, and then a little push in there.
Putnam doing well again to come and claim it. Very positive in the air, the young man.
Blake playing it wide. But Arriaga had slowed up his run on the outside.
Cervantes is going to be away, the coach was telling us, Braden Cloutier. He heads off for a tournament soon, and they've had to bring in
Frederick Duke.
Yeah. He's going to be taking over from Cervantes when he goes off on international duty. And he said there's only one thing he criticizes Cervantes with. He's not vocal enough, doesn't organize his defense enough.
Jones with the right, and easily scooped on the play. For Cervantes, he's been the goalkeeper that's been challenged this evening so far. Not much for Andrew Putna.
I'm still getting over that save from Cervantes from Chang. Chang must have thought it was going in the back of the net. Cervantes goes down to his left, strong left hand, gets it up over the crossbar. Absolutely fantastic save from the 17-year-old.
You just look at the youth. Granted, tonight Ochoa not playing for Real Monarchs, but some good future goalkeepers in this league and then possibly in MLS. And who knows where they could possibly go. You look at Ochoa, 20 years old, and you're looking at Cervantes, like you said earlier, 17 years old.
It's crazy, isn't
and
it?
playing here tonight, already with one brilliant save.
Oh, it's great for the future of US soccer when you can see wonderful talent coming through. There he is, the young man, 17 years of age, and a USA Youth International already. And if this is what's happening at this age, how good could the USA men's national team be in 5 or 10 years' time?
Cervantes is the youngest to sign a pro contract with Orange County. 5'11", 160-pounder out of Chino Hills, California. Arriaga towards the middle. Plays it to the far side now. Blake loops one in, headed away. Now Hume will flick it back. Ball bouncing around, finds the foot of Forster. Forster trying to find a long ball to Michael Seaton. Seaton unable to get by Ryden. Ryden doing a good job cutting Seaton off there. Ryden, team of the week in week 23.
It's a sort of ball that could work for Orange County. Long ball up to Seaton. He's got the power to get on the end of it. That time, yes, Ryden gets the better of him, but you keep knocking those long balls for Seaton and even for Darwin Jones. There's every chance you'll get a goal from them eventually.
Hume. Orozco, the captain. Forster. Puts it right back to the captain. Orozco, 33-year-old out of Orange, California. Cote's relied heavily on his leadership this season. Forster playing it down. An offside flag up against Orange County.
Fun Wolfgang. I think he knew as the ball came to him, he sort of slowed down and nonchalantly touched it and looked up straight away at the linesman just for the confirmation that he was offside.
Powder going down the line, and that one too far for Martinez.
A big game today for Noah Powder. He was with Orange County last season, now with Real Monarchs. So the left full back will be looking to make an impression, as you always do when you face your former team.
Chested down. Coffee. Coffee, a substitution last week, getting the start tonight. Chang overlapping his Powder, that's where he goes.
Not the sort of impression you want to make against your former team as he misses that ball.
That one gets by the feet of Darwin Jones. Portillo. The captain, Blake. Chang. That one just hops over Martinez there. Martinez trying to get his head on it, maybe mistimed his jump.
That was a good ball, wasn't it, from Chang? Bent it nicely. He knew where he was trying to get it to. Martinez, and it just bounced over his head.
Blake lines up, and that one just wide of the frame.
Yeah, I think Cervantes had that covered. It's a long way out from Jack Blake. Let's have a look at the goalkeeper's perspective here and see. Blake steps forward, goes to hit it, and keeper, oh, he was scrambling a bit, but I think he had it covered. Have a look at it from that angle. Yeah, his body's past that post, so but at least Blake gave him something to worry about.
Now the team's shy on firing away from anywhere on the pitch. You look at Real Monarchs on the year, 44 goals on the season, which is 6th best in the USL. Meanwhile, for Orange County, 37 goals on the season. I look there at Braden Cloutier. This team 3 points out of the playoffs. He talked about just stringing together a couple of games. And those wins can be what elevates you not only into the playoffs, but possibly up into that 4th spot if you get on a roll. Granted, it depends on what the other teams do in the league, but still a great chance for movement in the Western Conference.
Well, he was saying to us when we spoke to him a couple of days ago, the table's very tight, and he's just grateful that it is that tight. He said in other seasons, a bad start like they've had, and they might have no chance of making the playoffs. Right now, even though they've had a bad start, they're still in with a good shout.
Then Wolfgang turns, gets the return pass, goes near side. Jones trying to find Wolfgang, squeezes through. Amico. And he'll leave this back. Orozco will play it to Hume. Played by Duke. Contour. They'll just recycle and start this over. Then Wolfgang.
Yeah, all those white shirts are behind the ball, so they're not giving much space for Orange County to play into, which is why they keep coming back every time. Those white shirts closing them down every which way they go.
Great look there at Jameson Olave. Second interim coach stint with Real Monarchs. He had one last year as well for the club. This one cleared off the 18. Chested down by Martinez. Blake playing it wide. Coffee plays it outside. Now this will be brought back. Holt switches sides to Powder. Now Putna will just line things up and play it short. Ryden.
Good pressure here from Orange County, chasing that ball. Just looking to try and get that turnover in a very dangerous position. If you can win the ball on the edge of your opponent's box, you haven't got far to go to get a shot on target. So all those orange shirts lining up just to see if they can nick the ball.
Roscoe's going to play this one all the way back to Cervantes. Roscoe, 29 appearances with Philadelphia Union.
A whole bunch of seasons in the Liga MX, and that's a good league to have played in. So he brings out all that experience to the Orange County team.
Another player that's spent time with the U.S. national team, but the last time he was involved was in 2016. And another reason why Brendan Cloutier relies heavily on him is just his leadership, his experience that he brings in the various leagues that he's played in. Forrester cuts back, but he stumbles, able to retain possession. Amico. Quinn through ball. Get Wolfgang, and he's going to run out of room as that finds its way past the end line. For Orange County at home on the season, 6 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws. Meanwhile, for Real Monarchs, away from Utah, 2 wins on the season, looking for their 3rd here. They've challenged the young goalkeeper in Cervantes, but have nothing to show for it as of yet.
Well, those 2 wins came in the last 5 matches. Their away record hasn't been good, except if you look at the last 5, it's 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, which is pretty decent away from home. So just shows you this Real Monarchs side is capable of some really decent results.
Blake playing it wide, Chang. Chang sends it in towards the spot, that one headed away. Blake. Trying to get the pass back from Martinez, and Blake unable to control. Goal kick coming for Orange County.
Close up on Cervantes. Those watching, you might be looking at a future U.S. national team goalkeeper. Just turn the clock forward 10 years, he'll be 27 years of age. If he makes saves like he made earlier on from Chang, he's got every chance of being a full national team player.
Signed at the age of 15, 2 years later, about to be playing in the World Cup for U17s. Amico cuts inside. Hume, the tall 6'5" center back. Played college at North Carolina. Quinn plays it wide. Contour. They'll simply recycle this back to midfield. Orozco near side. Amico, the fullback. Seaton drops it off for Quinn, trying to get the return pass. And then clearing that one away was Ryden. Throw coming for Orange County.
Ryden's got his hands full this afternoon. He's got to mark Michael Seaton, and he's managed to deal with him well so far, but is going to be tested throughout the rest of this match. Seaton's so strong and so clever with his runs.
Jones, right on the end line. Played out by Orange County.
Good example again of Michael Seaton just causing problems right inside that 6-yard box, using his body. And the defenders finding it very difficult to get the ball off him. Ultimately, Van Wolfgang gives away the goal kick.
Look at Hennison Olave since he took over for Real Monarchs. 4 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws in that time.
Think he might get the job permanently?
He's got a good chance.
He should do.
He's obviously had experience with the club. They know what he's about. There you get a good look at the interim head coach.
It's about results as well as bringing young players through the system.
Really look at, since he's took over, the defense in the final third has really become much stronger under Olave.
He's got some young players. I mean, Steve Jasso at right back is only 18. Eric Holt at centre back is 22. Luis Arriaga is also 18. Douglas Martinez, 22. Kyle Coffey, 23. It's a fairly young side, Real Monarchs.
Olave took over beginning of July. Since then, 4 clean sheets. Before that, just 2. Holt trying to find Powder, does. Powder plays it forward. Martinez, Chang trailing, and Chang takes the ball, keeps it in on the touchline. Sends it across. Coffee there, and then played out by Contour.
Wow, Michael Chang on that left side. Again, he puts another ball in, and you'll see how he bends it. He whips it in, and it causes so many problems. Look at the shape of his foot. He bends that ball away from the keeper, and he tempts any of his strikers to get in there on the end of it. And that time it was Kyle Coffey trying to get on the end of it. And Michael Chang is certainly a talented player. You can see that just by the way he strikes the ball.
Kyle Coffey getting just his 2nd start of the year. Leads the team in subs. He's been subbed on 10 different times. High looping ball, punched away by Cervantes. Cleared away by Van Wolfgang. Portillo plays it wide, now in.
Darwin Jones frustrated. He was open on this side of the pitch. He was putting his hands up saying, try and play me in, guys, on the counter-attack. I was free.
Headed out by Joseph Amico. Martinez nods it to Powder. Portillo goes wide. Yasso inside. Trying to slot that one through, but unable to get it by. Seaton. This is where he can use those wheels of his, trying to connect with Darwin Jones. Holt in front of him. Jones plays the top, and that one knocked away by Blake. Played back to Forrester. Then Wolfgang. Trying to square ball, and that one blocked by Ryden.
He had a chance there, Van Wolfgang, didn't he? The ball came to him, was lovely setup, right pace. Instead of hitting it, he takes it, pushes it forward, and then the shot gets blocked. Wasted opportunity there from Jerry Van Wolfgang.
Trying to make up for it on this corner. The service into the area, back post, headed down, and that finds the back for the first goal of the night, coming from the captain, Michael Orozco.
Good header from Orozco, good corner in as well, whipped in with a bit of bend, and he gets above the rest of the defense and knocks it down into the ground, makes it very difficult for Andrew Putner to make the save. And they're 1-0 up at home. And it might not have been that scoreline if it wasn't for Aaron Cervantes making a great save earlier on, but there's the captain. And he's all that experience in Liga MX. It's a tough league, and he showed his toughness by getting on the end of this. Good ball in, Have a look at him rise up, and he's brave because there's a chance of clashing heads. He puts his head right through it, knocks it into the ground, and Putner just can't get a hand on it.
Orozco's first goal of the season coming in the 28th minute for Orange County. What a goal for Orozco, his first of the year. And now, Real looking to respond. Powder, surveying, Portillo. Holt on the far side of the field. Played back by Yasso. This is going to find Putna. Portillo comes to Ryden. Ryden, last year's Team Defender of the Year for Real Monarchs. Blake. Forster looking to send a through ball, trying to find C, and he's going to be unable to reach him as that's cut out by Holt. Chang in the circle. Nothing going on there as the angle's cut off by the man who scored the goal just moments ago, Michael Orozco.
You can see Real Monarchs are trying to get themselves back in this game. They've just raised their energy level, 1-0 down, chasing the ball a bit, trying to create some problems for Orange County. And given how Orange County went on to beat Las Vegas Lights 3-0 in their last game, if you're a Real Monarchs fan, you're thinking, well, don't go 2-0 down now. Keep it at 1 and try and get yourself back in the match.
Van Wolfgang sends it in. Blake. Blake out of Nottingham, England. Holt.
I'm going to say Blake is out of England but plays for Scotland. Obviously some ancestry there when he chose to represent the blue and white of Scotland as opposed to the red and white of England, which is equivalent in the USA of going to play from Canada when you're born in the USA. Doesn't sit too well.
There's been a few players that have done that. Orozco. Hume. Contour on the far side. Orange County just being patient once again with a 1-goal lead. Real Monarchs, they have had chances, but Cervantes has been terrific in net so far for Orange County.
Seems as if Real Monarchs are quite happy to let Orange County keep the ball in their own half. Defending quite deep, the team in white.
Forster turns away. Trying to find Darwin Jones, unable to do so. Martinez. Martinez works his way to the far touchline at midfield. Ryden. Diagonal pass. Knotted away by Contour. Van Wolfgang. That one's going to go off Kyle Coffey.
Yeah, the fans love it. Look at the support. They're singing. Their team's 1-0 up. Their team's heading back into the playoff positions. All that excitement and glory from last year was forgotten, and now slowly the belief is coming back into this very talented squad.
Along with it being Supporters Week tonight, it's Military Night here in Irvine, California. Hume. Right back to Hume. Hume's so dangerous on different set pieces with his height. Martinez, through ball, and Chang offside.
With that counter-attack, they were sitting deep. They've been sitting deep all this match, Real Monarchs, and as soon as they get the ball, they spring it forward. Martinez gets it, runs at the defense, head up, sees Chang, tries to thread him through, and this time he was caught offside. But they have to be very careful, Orange County, not to allow those two to counter-attack too often, because they're a lethal combination, Chang and Martinez.
The Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick up one at orangecountysoccer.com.
Cervantes struggling to clear that with his left foot, being put under a little bit of pressure there with a tough back pass, and the 17-year-old keeper sticks it into the crowd there. And a little bit of pressure now coming from Real Monarchs.
Yasso on the throw. Arriaga back to Yasso. Yasso working his way down the touchline as he slips to the ground. Seaton. Quinn, who has an assist on the goal. Amico, little room to work with. Plays it wide. Jones, just on the edge, sends it in.
He looked over his shoulder to see if he's offside, but generally assistant referees wait until you've got the ball and you've done something with it before they eventually make a decision as to whether you're offside. So looked over his shoulder, didn't see a flag, thought he was in the clear, and then the whistle blew. So that disappointed look over his shoulder.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Portillo goes back to Holt. 22-year-old will go to Ryden. Powder, former Orange County member, plays it back to Holt.
Different style here from Orange County. They tend to press a little bit higher up. And in fact, Coach Braden Cloutier said they play 4-4-2. They started it 5 games ago with Seaton and Darwin Jones being the two up front. And they said they did it because the centre-backs were knocking long balls in and they were scoring against Orange County. They were getting balls over the back. So now they went from 4-3-3 to 4-4-2. Just Seaton and Jones up front, and their job is to stop the centre-backs of the opposing team knocking in long balls and causing problems. It seems to have worked so well in the last 5 games.
You also look at the last 5 games for Orange County. 3 shutouts in their last 5, outscoring opponents 7-3. Well, you can now make that 8-3 at the moment. Ryden in the circle. Portillo to Arriaga. Arriaga trying to slither his way through. And now this is going to be cleared back by Orozco and out of play for a corner.
There's a little bit of a confusion there between the centre-back and the goalkeeper. Orozco just having a little word with Cervantes. Maybe he wanted a bit more information as to whether to turn and clear the ball or whether the goalkeeper was going to come and get it.
And that goes back to what head coach Braden Cloutier was saying, as you alluded to earlier, the communication that Cervantes needs to work on with his back line and the rest of his 11 that's on the pitch.
Well, Orozco would be an ideal centre-back to learn from. 33 years of age with a great history in Liga MX. Ideal for Oren Cervantes.
Inward swinging ball near post.
Oh, Chang just got it over the crossbar. Could he have hit the target, the young man? He's been causing problems all this first half. Let's have a look. The ball comes in, comes across to Chang. There, he has a swipe at it. I'm thinking you've got to be hitting target at least from, what, 8, 9, 10 yards out. Instead, over the crossbar it goes.
Cervantes didn't even have to jump for that one. Forrester making run is Jones. Jones onside into the area. Jones chipping it over, and Jones has the second one of the night for Orange County.
It's a great run from Darwin Jones. And that's what he was looking for, that little ball played through. And he was waiting for it. The crowd are delighted with it. The pass was excellent. He goes through. He's brave as a lion because Andrew Putner comes out and goes at his feet and clashes with him, and he just gets it over the keeper to put them 2-0 up. And the orange smoke is out, the fans are up. Braden Cloutier's happy. Let's have a look at it again. Beautiful ball through. He's got the pace, comes in on the goalkeeper and gets it over Putner in absolute excellent style to give his team a 2-0 lead.
Darwin Jones now with 9 goals on the season. That ties Michael Seaton. Darwin Jones fearless on that one in the 38th minute. 10 minutes after Michael Orozco scored the first one. 2-0 lead for Orange County, and last week they got the 3-0 win against Las Vegas.
Braden Cloutier said his team is back. They're playing with style, they're playing with confidence. They love the 4-4-2 system. It works for them. And scoring goals again, which they used to last season. They're keeping clean sheets, which they used to last season. So happy days there for everyone at Orange County.
Darwin Jones in his first year with Orange County. Darwin Jones began with the Seattle Sounders, signed a homegrown contract with them. And his pro debut with Seattle Sounders too. 11 appearances in MLS. Forster. Jones. Jones sends it towards the spot, and that one cut out. Too far for Portillo. Quinn. Quinn looking to create some more offense. Forster. Trying to connect to Jones. Jones sends it towards the 6, and that one cleared away. Corner coming for Orange County.
Good play by Orange County. Some lovely passing going on there, causing Real Monarchs all sorts of problems, and they're 2-0 down. They've got to be careful not to go further behind.
This Orange County kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
Last corner that Aidan Quinn took ended up resulting in a goal by Orozco. Let's see what happens this time.
Going towards that back post once again, and right there, make the stop is Putna.
Keeper gathers well, but this is a real problem for Real Monarchs. They might be sitting in 5th spot, but we spoke about it earlier, how close it all is. A couple of losses for this team that look like they're cruising. They could be the ones falling out of the top 10.
Martinez, the Honduran, just on the edge. Chang, that one takes a deflection. And a corner now coming for Real Monarchs, who sit 5th in the standings.
It sounds good, doesn't it, 5th? But you can drop to 10th very, very quickly with, what is it, a 4-point gap between 5th and 10th?
Between 5th and 10th right now, a 3-point gap, actually.
3 points? Well, it just shows you how quickly this could all change.
Then 4 points to the 12th spot, 5 points to the 13th as this is sent up. And then played. And then punched away by Cervantes.
Right out the goalkeeper, clearing his lines.
This is going to go against Martinez. Douglas Martinez, he had a big role for Honduras in the Pan Am Games, helped his team to the silver medal. He had a pair of goals and assists. Martinez also the first club hat trick. That one coming against Tacoma. He's going to have his work cut out. Real Monarchs trailing by 2 in this one. First goal coming in the 28th minute by Michael Orozco. The second one 10 minutes later. That one coming from Darwin Jones.
And it could have all been so different. Chang with a great strike early on that Cervantes somehow got down to and tipped over the crossbar from a very low position. Great sort of flick from the ground up over the bar. That man there made the save, kept the scores at 0-0. And since then, his team have gone on to score twice. But for that save, it could have been a completely different complexion on this match.
Forster. Forster with an assist on that last goal. Jones looking to create. Back post.
And Michael Seaton just annoyed with himself there. The ball's come over. He's watching it all the way, and it gets to him, and he just takes his eye for it at the last moment. Have a look here. Ball comes in. Michael Seaton's there, and he misses it completely. Frustrating moment for the big number 9.
Contour. Down the line. Jones. Jones takes a deflection. Forster plays it back. Smart play there by the veteran. Orozco. Forster at midfield. Switching sides, Jones.
Good ball.
Jones not afraid to work on the left side or right side. Sent in toward the area. Contour juggles.
This is good dominance here from Orange County, and if you're a Real Monarchs fan, you're going to be thinking, well, how do we shuffle this up? We're 2-0 down. We're losing the possession battle. And do we need to make changes early in the second half? Do we need to play tactically different? Something you would think would need to change.
And now a throw coming for Joseph Amico. 2017 was with Swill Park. Forster on the end line. Chang with the throw to Powder. Portillo, far side. Yasso. Yasso will be 18-year-old out of Tucson, Arizona. Coffee can't get there. Back heel out. Holt, diagonal pass. Chang. Powder moving forward. We'll try to switch sides, but that's be headed away. And there is the whistle for the first half. Orange County, after 45, up 2-0. Gary, your thoughts?
That man there's made one crucial save. Absolutely brilliant from Chang. And then Orozco with a good header from a corner, and Darwin Jones has given them such a strong position at half-time, Orange County. You actually wonder how Real Monarchs are going to get back in this game.
Well, Darwin Jones helps his team get a 2-0 lead here at half, and that is where we stand. Michael Orozco with the first goal. We'll be back with some highlights for you in just a few moments as Orange County, first 45 done, lead at home here at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7-Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7.
Goal! There it is, Orange County! You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that!
It's a world-class goal from Orange County.
half. Orange County up 2-0 over Real Monarchs. What a first 45 it was. And now we'll take a look back at the USL's future video of the week.
Obi charging on, curling across. That's excellent for Harvino.
Quickly to Watson. Watson gonna take a shot. Oh my!
That is sensational from the Irishman. Plays it across and finds the left attempt.
Welcome into episode 13 of Steal Some Time. We are going to start over in the East and chat a little bit about North Carolina hosting the Pittsburgh Riverhounds this week. And I think that we can easily say that nobody saw a 5-0 outcome, at least in North Carolina's favor, coming out of week 24. But let me tell you, North Carolina stuck it to the Riverhounds, shut down that unbeaten streak that they had going. And really, I mean, they dominated play, outshot Pittsburgh 13-5, 8 shots on target as well, which is fantastic. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, didn't have a single shot on target, and I think that's obviously a major difference maker. North Carolina looked good, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, the same week Austin Deleuze announces his retirement, he then goes and dedicates a 5-0 win over Pittsburgh to the Oak City supporters.
So cool.
Definitely didn't play out how I thought it would.
Right.
And I think that I speak for the vast majority of fans around the championship who just kind of looked at that and said, what the heck's going on with Pittsburgh?
Elsewhere ahead in week 25, I don't know how much longer we can talk about Phoenix, but they're giving us no other choice. They're back for another dollar beer night, and this time they're hosting Sacramento. And I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say that this story's different. As good as Phoenix's backline has been, I think this is the biggest chance all season that Phoenix is going to have a run for their money on dollar beer night, going for 15 straight wins.
Are you calling I won't make you go out.
No, I'll call that. Yeah, I think this is it.
You think they're gonna lose or
do.
draw?
I think.
I was just gonna let you say that the win streak is snapped.
I think the win streak
She's
is
visually
snapped.
hedging right now.
Yeah, I see the bullets of the little beads of sweat just starting to she can feel the heat here. She feels the pressure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I think the L comes.
Back here at half, 2-0 is our score. Orange County on top against Real Monarchs. They have their work cut out for them here in the second half as we inch closer. But wow, what a week it's been as we'll take a look at the news and notes. And well, Phoenix Rising doing it once again on Friday. 15 games in a row now that they have won. That is just absolutely insane.
It is so brilliant. You're right. It's hard to say anything. However, it doesn't guarantee they're going to win the playoffs. And that's why they're going to try and keep some of that good form when it really counts.
And looking at midweek madness, you got the two top teams, the New York Red Bulls and North Carolina. They're going at it they should say they won on Wednesday. Obviously, Supporters Week here tonight. County Line Coalition in full effect. As we'll take a look now at the scoreboard and what's going on around the league. Obviously, Phoenix Rising that one last night, 2-1 scoreline. San Antonio 5-0 over New Mexico. Again, playoff standings being huge. Fresno and Colorado Springs going at it right now, as well as Rio Grande Valley. That one all finished up 1-0. OKC Energy with a 4-0 win. And Las Vegas and Portland right now in the 23rd minute at a 0-0 score. And the upcoming USL schedule is brought to you by Destination Irvine, a place for business, a destination for fun. Gary, what are you looking forward to here at Becoming?
Well, Phoenix Rising away at Las Vegas Lights, see if they can make it 16 in a row. St. Louis desperately need points because they're in danger of not making the playoffs. And they're away at New York, or rather at home to New York Red Bulls 2, who are in great form at the moment. And Fresno, they've been doing well, so El Paso will have a tough one there. And Indy 11, I mean, they're all good games. You look at them, there's so much to look forward to in these games.
You're looking at, especially with points on the line, how tight it is in the Western Conference as well as the Eastern Conference. But wow, what a match we have tonight. 2-0 is our scoreline between Orange County and Real Monarchs. Kids out having a great time tonight when we return. Highlights and stats for you next.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
Fill up for the chance to win free fuel for a year. That's one of thousands of prizes in the Shell Great Gas Giveaway. Fuel Rewards members are automatically entered when they fill up at Shell.
Welcome back. 2-0 is our score here in Irvine. The first half highlights are brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up as we take a look back at the first 45. Real would get it going earlier, but Cervantes there just diving out, smothering this one. They would have chances to take advantage of Cervantes, but nothing going by.
Yeah, brave goalkeeping, but this is Chang causing problems, and this is another save from Cervantes at the near post. Just gets it, blocks it with his foot, and you could see straight away that they were going to be under all sorts of pressure from this talented Real Monarchs attack. Here's the volley from Chang. Watch this save from Cervantes. Absolutely brilliant to push that one up and over the crossbar. And that, for me, is what lays the platform for Orange County's success in that first half.
Look at Michael Chang with two chances there, and maybe Real Monarchs are up 2-0.
That one, he's just following that wide, just making sure that Jack Blake shot goes wide. Now here's the goal. Roscoe gets up brilliantly, heads it down, makes it almost impossible for the keeper to make the save, and suddenly they're 1-0 up.
First goal coming in the 28th minute, assisted by Aiden Quinn.
It's a beautiful ball going to be played. You have a look. The run starts. Oh, picks him out. Absolutely perfect. Darwin Jones is through. Keeper comes, gets it over the keeper, takes the tumble, lays there and says, hey, I'm the man. Look at me. There we go. There's a big smile as he hits the deck and just lays there and enjoys all the hugs from his teammates.
The first half stats are brought to you by Pro Sport. As Gary, we take a look at what happened in the first half.
The shots on target slightly favor Orange County, but there's no question Real Monarchs had their chances early on in the game. They didn't take them. Orange County had their chances later on in that first half and did take them, and that's the difference.
And for you coming out into the second half, what? Now for the upcoming schedule for Orange County, as we'll take a look at that. You got the next two games on the road against New Mexico United and then Portland Timbers, and then home versus El Paso, and then back on the road for two more against Tulsa and Rio Grande Valley.
Wow, 4 out of the next 5 away from home, which means that tonight's match is an absolute must-win just to get them back in contention. And then it's going to be a battle to get the rest of the points they need to make that playoff top 10. But there's points to be had at the likes of Tulsa Roughnecks, who's had a difficult season, and 1 or 2 other games that they should be able to get points from.
And that upcoming U.S. schedule is brought to you by Destination Irvine, a place for business, a destination for fun. And now we'll take a look at Real Monarchs as what they have coming up. 2 at home versus OKC Energy and Las Vegas Lights, then on the road against Los Dos, back home versus Portland Timbers 2, and then Tacoma Defiance.
Look, they should be in a good enough position to get the top 10, but because everything's so close, it just takes a couple of injuries to key players or a couple of bad matches. And I mean, Las Vegas Lights, they should beat at home because Las Vegas are not good on the road. Tacoma Defiance have been struggling. They should get points there, but that's all should, could, and if. The bottom line is you got to go and do it.
And now, Gary, as we get ready for the second half, especially if you're a Jameson Olave, what are you telling your club at half?
Well, you're saying, look, you created chances early on, go back out and create those same chances, and certainly try and get the ball to Douglas Martinez and Michael Chang, who can definitely get them back into this game. They're good goal scorers. And don't concede anymore. You're 2-0 down as it is. You go any further behind, it will be game, set, and match.
And for Braden Cloutier coming out with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, they're in a great position, aren't they? Yeah, they've just got to keep it solid, keep it tight. Can't keep relying on Aaron Cervantes to keep making saves. So control of the game. And they're a more mature team, Orange County. Their players are older. They've got players like Aidan Quinn, 27, Harry Forrester, 28, Jerry Van Golfgang, 27, Darwin Jones, 27. They're mature enough and experienced enough to know what to do and to hold on to a 2-0 lead. So I would expect Orange County to be able to hold off Real Monarchs for the second half.
For Orange County, they're looking for their 4th shutout in their last 6 games. Shutout last week against Las Vegas Lights, looking to repeat that tonight, this time against Real Monarchs. Real Monarchs right now sitting 5th in the standings. Meanwhile, Orange County on the outside looking in. So Orange County able to hold on to a win. They steal 3 points from a team that's ahead of them in the rankings.
Yeah, they're ahead of them, Real Monarchs, but only because Orange County had such a poor start to the season. I mean, if you look at the quality of the squad, this team should be in the top 3 or 4. And I think that's where they're headed back to at the moment.
You look at last week versus Fresno, Real Monarchs came from behind to get a late equalizer in the 71st minute, and they'll have their work cut out for them here in the second 45, going against Orange County, who has the 2-goal lead. The first goal coming from Michael Orozco, the second one from Darwin Jones. So we get ready here for the second half between Orange County and Real Monarchs. Josh Toll and Gary Bailey with you this evening from Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, as we are underway once again. Holt, he'll play this one back to Putna. Putna 2 goals in that first half, not the return he wanted to make between the sticks.
Yep, good early pressure from Orange County. They pressured the goalkeeper, it had to knock it long. They won the ball, and now they've got themselves a throw in Real Monarchs area. And you said, what would Braden Cloutier want? He wants exactly this. Orange County, keep on attacking.
Orange County searching for that 3rd goal. Darwin Jones lining up for the throw. He's going to take a nice little long run in towards the 6. Cleared away by Chang. Up in the air by Arriaga. Arriaga plays it back. Portillo. Portillo goes wide. Yasso. He also grew up in Sandy, Utah. Tripping over the feet is Blake. He stumbled over Van Wolfgang. Holt with the long ball. That one goes over the head of Martinez and played back. Look to get Martinez going here in the second half. He leads the team with 10 goals on the season. Mikel Chang second for Real Monarchs with 9. That one too far for Blake, and Quinn will play this one back to Cervantes, the 17-year-old goalkeeper.
Well, let's see how the white shirts pressurize. In the first half, they tended to sit very deep. Now they're pressurizing a little bit higher in the pitch, sort of halfway in Orange County's pitch, which means they're more positive. Maybe that's what Emerson Olave, the coach, has said to them. I want you to push up, box them in, make it difficult for them, and let's see if we can get a goal back and get ourselves back in this match.
Orozco scored his first goal of the season in the 28th minute. Hume, the center back. Forster now with 4 assists on the season as that finds the foot of Van Wolfgang. Quinn. Contour. Down the line. Keeping that in is Duke. See him lays it off for Van Wolfgang. Going far, and that pass cut out by Powder. Powder doing a good job of cutting off the angle.
There's a little bit of bumping going on there, and referee Farah Dudko calls them back. Noah Powder coming out. Van Wolfgang just sort of blocks him. Don't think he means to, but referee decides to call that a foul and have a word.
Van Wolfgang, the 27-year-old out of Arnhem, Netherlands. He was with Orange County in 2017, briefly with Reno 1868 before coming back to Orange County.
Interesting, he was known as Jerry Van Ewijk that previous year, and I'm not entirely sure, was it could have been through marriage that he decided to change his name, or personal reasons, but either way, he went from Jerry Van Ewijk to Jerry Van Wolfgang in the space of one season. Just for those who are wondering why he might be called a different name.
Well, if you look on the roster, it's Van Ewijk, and then you come over to that, and he prefers to be called Wolfgang.
Sometimes in marriage that the man can change his name, but I'm not quite sure if that's the reason or whether it was just a personal thing, maybe his own history, and he decided to pick a father's name or a mother's name in preference. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it changed in the course of the season, and that might cause some confusion to someone who hasn't watched them for a while.
Contour plays this back to Hume. Hume will go wide. Orange County looking for their 8th win of the season. Meanwhile, Real Monarchs trying to find an equalizer here. Real Monarchs 10 wins on the year as Forster plays it through. Great chance for Van Wolfgang. Wolfgang trying to create some space, and he plays it back. Forster with the left.
I'm just wondering, looking back at that, Van Wolfgang had a chance to just take that and smash it, and he didn't. Forrester shot well wide in the end, but the opportunity was there for Van Wolfgang, and he just decided to try and take too long to set up the shot. And in the end, the opportunity was lost.
Van Wolfgang with one of those goals last week, and that's going to be a handball called against Real Monarchs.
And the yellow card for the handball.
Now we're going against Steve Yasso. Yasso, team of the week in week 22.
Good pressure from Orange County in this entire second half. They've just kept that pressure on.
For Yasso, that's his 2nd yellow card of the season.
Administered in the 51st minute to Real Monarchs SLC number 60.
Let's have a look and see if it was on purpose or whether they just came up at him. It's hard to get your hand out of the way. But if it blocks the ball going through for a goal-scoring opportunity, I guess you are going to get a free kick and a yellow every time.
Now 3 orange shirts surround the ball. Quinn, Forster. Quinn will take it. And that one finds the back on the set piece. And now Orange County has 3.
It's a good strike by Quinn, but I'm not so sure about the goalkeeper there. I thought Putner had it covered, and he seemed to miss the flight of the ball. Quinn's delighted. He's hit the back of the net. And we said the one thing that Real Monarchs couldn't do was fall further behind. Braden Cloutier will be happy that the scoreline is similar to Las Vegas. Have a look there. It's a goalkeeper error. Putner's got there. He's got there in good time. And somehow he hasn't quite read the flight of the ball. But Orange County won't mind rather whether it is goalkeeper error or not. They're 3-0 up for the 2nd game in succession, and it's happy days.
Quinn back-to-back weeks with a goal. He also has an assist on the first goal of the night, so he is getting it done for Orange County this weekend. And things get worse here for Real Monarchs as they trail by 3.
It's strange because Real Monarchs have been in such good form, and getting a draw away at Fresno, that was a fantastic result because Fresno have been in wonderful form. But they really have conceded some bad goals. Set piece from a corner. You never want to concede that. Goalkeeper error is the 3rd one. The 2nd one, Darwin Jones just timing his run to get behind the defense. All 3 goals you would think are, you know, you can stop them. You shouldn't normally concede those. So I think Hamilton Olave, the coach, is going to have some strong words to say at the end of this match.
You look at Real Monarchs in a loss, have only allowed multiple games once this season. That was in a 3-1 loss against San Antonio. And tonight they have their work cut out for them even more to get back into this one, as that's chested down by Yasso. Blake inside, Arriaga. Blake. Turning with his Chang, plays it wide, Martinez. Sent in. Powder. Try and get around Contour, and this is going to be played back to Yasso. Portillo. Ryden. Surveying. Portillo. Now with a little room to work with, played wide. Martinez. Try and get around Amico, and that will be a goal kick awarded to Orange County.
Frustrating for Douglas Martinez, but for me, he's got to be in the middle. He's such a good striker. He's quick, he's strong, he's powerful, and he's out wide. Maybe they need to get him in the center and just try and slot balls in for him, because he's a danger man, and the further out wide he is, the happier Orange County would be.
Quinn, goal and assist, plays it forward with the left. Trying to sneak that one through to Darwin Jones, but that pass cut out. Played wide. Martinez giving chase, reaches the ball. Martinez, he can score and he can assist. He'll elect to play it back. Switching the side. Coffee. Blake trying to chip it back to Coffee with room to work and then blast it over.
Good chance for Kyle Coffey there. It's all set up for him. He's just got to try and hit target. If the keeper makes the save, it's one thing, but just blast it over. And the opportunity gone for Kyle Coffey.
This player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Vasquez will come in and Coffey will come out. Julian Vasquez in now for Real Monarchs. Looking to jumpstart that attacking unit. Coffey coming off, just getting his second start of the season. Contour. Hume. And Hume will play it over the captain, Orozco, who has the first goal of the evening. Forster. Long ball. Van Wolfgang. Jones can't get by Holt. Good play. Powder wide. Real Monarchs currently in the 5th spot, but they have their work cut out for them. Orange County trying to sneak up into that top 10. Again, this year, top 10 teams make the playoffs. Standing so important, we talked about this, the impressiveness that Phoenix has had 15 straight wins. Well, the last team to beat Phoenix, you have to go back all the way to May 4th in a 2-1 victory by this Orange County Soccer Club. In that game, goals by Seaton and Quinn.
It shows you how good Orange County can be on their day and why it's so surprising to see the team that finished top of the Western Conference last season struggling in 13th place. But as we can see, they're not going to be in 13th for long. They're likely to climb up this table and very, very quickly.
Martinez sends it with the right, and that one stopped by Cervantes.
Yep, Douglas Martinez, always a danger, but once again, I think he needs to be in the middle and somebody needs to be supplying him. He gets the ball in. There's nobody, no white shirts there. Keeper gathers quite comfortably.
Fans follow Orange County SC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already signed up and discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. We'll play this back to midfield. Yasso will play it all the way back to Putna. Putna coming into this weekend. 8 goals allowed. Add 3 more to that total now, 11 on the season.
This is a good exercise for Orange County in defending, getting numbers behind the ball, blocking the space, closing down as they are doing there, and trying to counter-attack. There's a lot to be learned. They don't just switch off at 3-0. You've got to practice the other side of the game, the defending side. They're having to defend at the moment.
Chang chips it in. Chang, again, the first player in USL history to reach 30 assists. Portillo right in the center of the park. Comes near side. Portillo once again.
Good pressure here from Real Monarchs. Have a look at the white shirts. Yeah, it's the pressure that puts Walker Hume off. You can see an urgency now with Real Monarchs.
Real Monarchs pushing more numbers forward. Trying to find that first goal of the evening. Again, in the first half, they had 2 great chances from Mikael Chang. But Cervantes getting the best of Chang. You wonder if one of those 2 goals goes in, what the differences this game could have been.
Absolutely different game completely, more than likely. We haven't seen Chang since then. He's been, having said that, here he is. He needs to get further forward as well because he is a danger man.
This one sent low and that one cleared away. Vasquez. Powder trying to get on top of that, and we'll see what they award here. Corner coming in.
Good pressure from Real Monarchs, an improvement. I mean, they are 3-0 down, so we can't heap too much praise on them. But certainly they've got themselves back in. They've been more positive now. They're putting Orange County under a bit more pressure. It's what we would expect from a team that is sitting 5th in the table.
Portillo lining up. Jostling, as there always is, in the box. Inward swinging ball. Headed down, and the first goal coming from Callan Ryden for Real Monarchs. They get 1 on the board in the 61st minute.
It's a good header. It gets in a little bit too easy. I don't know who was marking Ryden, but give him credit. He gets up, powers the header past Cervantes. Gets whipped in, a lot of height on it. Looks like he was being marked by Michael Orozco. Yes, Orozco loses him completely, and in the end doesn't even challenge him on the ball. So the captain, having scored from a corner, then loses his marker from a corner. And have we still got a game on here at 3-1?
And now Real Monarchs getting a little momentum going their way. Right in with the goal. For Callan Ryden, that's his first goal of the season. 2 goals, like you say, both come in from corners from each team. And Wolfgang plays it inside. Now brought back to Quinn. We did have a substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. That one coming right before the kick. And James Moberg off Steve Yasso. Real Monarchs now have used 2 subs on the night. For Orange County, they still have all 3 subs. And Moberg, well, he comes in and he gets his first yellow card, and that's going to be his 3rd of the year. Moberg in his 4th year with Real Monarchs, the 24-year-old out of Windsor, California.
Can you hear the music in the background? A wailing sort of sound.
The County Line Coalition having the trumpet going there.
I love that. Da, 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 for the yellow card. The fans in the USL have been absolutely brilliant, not just here at Orange County, but so many games we've covered. And New Mexico the other week had 15,000. That place was pumping.
The Curse are showing up in New Mexico. Van Wolfgang. Chang on his hip, and Van Wolfgang can't control that. Check out the new Orange County merchandise arrivals for 2019, including new authentic jerseys players are wearing by Adidas at orangecountysoccer.com. Chang. Right with him is Darwin Jones, and Chang has to play this back to Moberg, and there's the whistle against Orange County. And we might see a second booking on the night, and this one will go to Van Wolfgang. He'll be awarded a yellow card.
Assuming that was for time wasting, kicking the ball away. Be careful now, because on a yellow, along with Moberg and Yasso, or Yasso's off now, so it doesn't make a difference, but could be careful. You just got one silly foul, and let's have a look, see what happened here. The ball just came off him, so I don't think he kicked it away. Maybe it was for the earlier tackle, foot up. Either way, he's on a yellow card. Could be very careful now. He doesn't do anything else wrong, otherwise it'll be a second yellow, a red, and he'll be off.
Quinn.
And there's a little element of tension creeped into the match now, hasn't it? 3-0, it was relaxed for Orange County, and they could just enjoy their football. And now 3-1, you're thinking, Real Monarchs get one more goal, it's going to be a bun fight. So Orange County just changing their tactics a little bit more. They'll keep it tight now and try and stop Real Monarchs getting any further joy in this match.
Moberg near side. Lays it back to Putna. Putna sends it towards the center of the park. Forrester turns. Duke with the back heel to Forrester. Nice little creative pass there, but Moberg slides and plays it across midfield.
You can see Douglas Martinez keen to get the ball or the game going as quickly as possible. And that's what this goal has produced. It's produced an extra bit of urgency in Real Monarchs. They believe that they can still get something from this game, and they're going to start pressurizing higher up. As you can see, look at the white shirts closing down now.
Again, last week against Fresno, they came back to get an equalizer in the 71st minute. Granted, that score was 1-1, but they've already found their first goal, giving themselves a little bit of rhythm. They've had close chances, but only one getting by Cervantes. Cervantes now has allowed 14 goals on the year. That one will find its way over Darwin Jones. This one played into the sky. Holt. Arriaga. Arriaga with Vasquez to his left. That's where he goes. Vasquez. Back to Arriaga. Lofting ball. Headed up and back.
Just playing safety first there. Get the header out. You can see this pressure still coming from Real Monarchs. So Orange County are going to have to keep it nice and tight. A whole change in atmosphere. Just because that one goal from Real Monarchs and that sense that they can maybe get a draw or even a win from this match.
Portillo. Blake. Towards the 6, and that one headed out.
No, it's a good chance, Arriaga. It's a beautiful ball in. Arriaga gets on the end of it. He's got to at least hit target, I would have thought. Arriaga misses it completely.
This substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Kevin Coleman in, Jerry Van Wolfgang out. And join us when Orange County Soccer Club faces off against El Paso Locomotive FC on Saturday, September 14th at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine. Game starts at 7 p.m. Get your tickets at orangecounty.com/tickets. Kevin Coleman, a 21-year-old out of Fairfax, Virginia, makes his first substitution. Hume. Roscoe. Roscoe going over the top. Trying to reach Forster. I'm going to say last touch by Real Monarchs Ryden. And Forster will leave this ball behind. Forster's played at Alston Villa. That one back in 2010 and 2011. He's also played in the Scottish Premier League. This is his first year with Orange County. And that one snatched out of the air. No danger there. Martinez looking for a quick throw. 3-1 is our score here in the 70th minute. And now Moberg will take over. Portillo switches sides, trying to find Vasquez, and that one headed away.
There's a lot of orange shirts back on the two banks of four, literally. They've given it away in a dangerous place.
Chang. Portillo. Vasquez. In the area, back post. Corner try coming now.
Martinez in a hurry to get it going. Puts it down. Might even take it himself the way he's going. Still think he needs to be on the receiving end of these corners, and with that, Noah Powder comes across.
Powder will line up for an inward swinging ball. They score their first goal off a corner kick, try and get a second one in the same way. The service.
That was a good idea. It's just a very ambitious corner. You knock it high, you knock it to someone on the edge of the box. I think it was Justin Portillo to have a volley, which is never easy, coming out the sky. And you're looking to score a wonder goal. I think it's just easier to stick it in the 6-yard box and just get one of your big guys to get on the end of it.
Near post.
That's better. That's more dangerous. It's going to cause problems.
Kind of was looking to counter there, but coming back was Powder. Powder eliminating that run.
Hasn't been the happiest of returns for Noah Powder to his old club. 3-1 down. He would love nothing better than to try and help them get back on level terms.
Still about 20 minutes left, plenty of time, but you see some better chances on target. Moberg into the area, cut out, flicked up into the air. Coleman doing a good job at being a pest on that far side. This player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc.
Jeff.
On will come Edson Alvarado, the 21-year-old out of Whittier, California, and off will go Harry Forster.
See the sweat pouring down off his brow. It's been a hot, tough game in which players have had to run, and that's probably why he's coming off. He's probably shattered at this stage. Get some fresh legs on for Orange County as they try and hold on to this 2-goal lead for the remaining 20 minutes or thereabouts.
Alvarado played 2 years with Tijuana. He's also played under Orange County's U23 club. Just came up from the PDL side. Another player that they're hoping down the road they can pair him with Aiden Quinn. Seaton out of the circle. Seaton trying to get by Blake. Duke plays it near side. Contour. Here's Quinn with the left. Send it to the far side of the box. Nodded away. Duke. And he'll just nod this down to Alvarado. Hume. Contour, the Ghanaian. Blake. Chang. Chang the Cuban loses possession. And then a collision there.
Oh, that was a bad tackle, I think. Yeah.
And this is going to go against Mikhail Chang.
A little bit late on the tackle, and not even sure if the boot was a little bit high. Let's have a closer look. But as soon as he went in, you could see he was going to be in trouble. He gets tackled from behind, and actually he didn't go the boot. It was more leaning in with his shoulder. It looked a lot worse than it actually was. I'm not even sure it was a yellow in retrospect. It's amazing how you see it the first time and think, oh, bad tackle. And you get to see it in slow motion and you think, well, it was just a bumping of shoulders.
Fans, join us on Saturday, September 14th for our Fiesta Day football event. There will be a live Lucha Libre wrestling before Orange County SC takes on El Paso Locomotive FC at 7 p.m. There will be Hispanic foods and entertainment along with the soccer match. For tickets, please go to orangecountysoccer.com/tickets. Get updates and alert all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for your Orange County SC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders for Orange County Soccer Club's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Hume. Quinn. Contour. Plays it in to Seaton. Drops it off. Try and get the pass back. Great look there by Duke, just unable to finish the link up. The thought was there, the creativity behind it, but just not able to connect on the pass, and then you get the foul on the other end. This one coming from a man that just subbed on, and it's an Alvarado.
It's in a dangerous position, this free kick. It's almost close to center. It's far enough out so you can get it up and over the wall and down. So let's see what they can make of this. Noah Pardo with his left foot just lining up against his old side, thinking, would I love to score against the team I was playing for last season? The answer is absolutely yes. And goalkeeper Cervantes just lining up his wall. You always have one player outside. You line up your second player in the wall directly with the post, so you have one player to stop the curved ball. And then with that, you, the goalkeeper, go the other side of the goal to look after that half of the goal. So let's see how it all pans out. If they got a second goal now, Real Monarchs, what an end to this game we'd have.
Powder and Blake to his left. Sent in by Powder. He was trying to go top right corner.
It wasn't too far off. It was a couple of yards high and maybe a couple of yards wide. It was a decent effort.
This player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Calix in. And out it goes Luis Arriaga. Calix, another Honduran in, 19 years old. In 2019 World Cup in Poland. Roscoe. Hume. Center back pushing forward. Seaton plays it wide. Contour trying to go inside. Seaton knocked off the ball. We'll have another yellow card handed out here. That one's going against Callan Wright, and that'll be his third yellow card of the year.
Racking up the yellow cards now, and a few players are going to have to tread extremely carefully in these last 13 minutes or so.
And this player's substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Now coming on is Giovanni Ramos-Godoy, the 24-year-old. And off will go Michael Seaton.
He's done well, Michael Seaton. He's such a good player to lead the line. Maybe he hasn't scored a goal, but he certainly has had an impact on this match. And some fresh legs are on.
Now for both teams, they have used up all their substitutions. Lining up is Quinn. Sends it in with the left. Coming out is Putman. Missed punches. Shot, and that one takes a deflection up front. Putman was not in the right position. That one being blocked in front of him. Dangerous chance there. This OCSC corner kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
I guess this is where Michael Orozco thinks that if I did it once in the first half from a corner, why can't I do it from the second half? You've got Aidan Quinn, as usual, to put in a good ball with a bit of whip in it. So let's see if Orange County can get their 3-goal lead back again.
The service, near post. Chasing this down is Coleman. Contour with the left, sends it back. Offside flag up against Orange County.
Time running out now for Real Monarchs, just over 10 minutes left. We'll start taking a few more risks. They need that second goal to really set this thing alight.
Jones. Slipping down on that was Contour. Trying to find Coleman, does. Coleman. 3 white jerseys around him. Sent in towards the backside, and that is going to go out for a throw.
That'll suit Orange County to stay in Real Monarchs half of the pitch, close in, push the orange jerseys up. That's what Braden Cloutier wants. Don't let them play out from the back.
Tune in to ESPN3 on August 30th at 4 p.m. Pacific for a special Friday night edition of Wednesday Night Soccer. One of the championship's biggest rivalries takes center stage when Indy 11 heads south on I-65 to meet Louisville City FC. See it all August 30th at 4 p.m. Pacific during a Friday night edition of Wednesday Night Soccer.
Well, there's our trumpeter, the one who plays that sad music when you get a yellow card. I love it.
Drummers out, they got everyone out tonight for the County Line Coalition. It is Supporters Week in the USL. Also military night tonight here at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine.
Just wonder just how important this match is for both these teams when this season ends. Will this be the point where Real Monarchs drop out or start to drop out of the top 10 and Orange County start to get back in the top 10? We're not going to know for a long time, but crucial points gained here today by Orange County if they should win. And the Real Monarchs will find themselves dropping down the table by the end of this evening, I would guess, or certainly those below them will be a lot closer.
For Orange County, hitting stride at the right time, but their schedule does not get any easier for them. The next 4 of the 5 games they play are all against teams that right now currently sit higher than them in the standings. Chang in the area. dispossessed. That one comes out. And there's Darwin Jones. Holt pressuring up. Moberg. Little stumble, but able to stay on top. Kalix.
Look how many orange shirts there are. It's so difficult. The white shirts are trying to play through Real Monarchs, but they're having to switch play now because it's so condensed. And again, more orange shirts behind the ball, closing down that space.
Bowder to Martinez, plays it wide. Jones on the wing. Nice little through ball. Back heel. Jones with the shot, and that one punched away.
Good save from Putner there. That was a very tired Jones. I think when the ball came to him, he barely had any strength left to hit that one. Someone seems to hit it at Putner. But look, he does so well, plays it in, gets it back. Defender doesn't do his job, and then he just hits that maybe a little bit too straight at the goalkeeper. Maybe that's what he's cursing himself for, instead of putting it either side of the keeper. But give Putner credit for the save.
This Orange County Soccer Club corner kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel. High lofting ball. Orange County Soccer Club group tickets are a great way to enjoy an evening of soccer with your community. Save up to 50% off single game prices when you schedule a group of 10 or more. Ask about game experiences and group leader incentives. Contact us at orangecountysoccer.com. This Orange County Soccer corner kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83885 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
Well, referee saw some pushing going on in the box, so Real Monarch are going to be in a real hurry to get this one going. Clock really is ticking now. Just over 5 minutes left to get at least 2 goals to take something away from this game.
Right in, trying to push this ball forward. Real Monarchs need to go on a run here, create some space, but Orange County just playing it right back and headed away by Holt. And then colliding with Holt and losing on that one was Christian Duke, the much smaller player. It's be hard when you go into Holt, who stands about 6'2".
Yeah, well, in fairness to Duke, he didn't lie there and try and roll over and claim a foul. He just got himself up, dusted himself down, and now he's feeling the effects. Now he's in the middle of the park there, just trying to get his breath back. And that's often what happens, is you get all the air knocked out of you. But Christian Duke will be fine. They missed him early in the season when he was injured. He's come back in and really made a big difference. And Braden Cloutier, in fact, saying that to us, that the loss of Christian Duke was a big blow to them during the season. Here they are again, Real Monarch just trying to push their way forward, and with that lost pass, more seconds on that clock tick off, trying to get Orange County to take this throw in quickly. Don't think it's going to happen somehow.
Just a few minutes and change remains. Orange County got things going early on a set piece from the corner, scored by Michael Orozco, assisted by Aiden Quinn. The second goal of the night coming by Darwin Jones. That one assisted by Forrester. And then Quinn in the 52nd minute would get on the board once again for Orange County. The lone goal from Real Monarchs coming in the 61st minute. That one also off a corner by Callan Ryden, assisted by Portillo. Real Monarchs at the moment in 5th in the standings. Orange County looking to climb that ladder with a victory.
They go 2 points behind Real Monarchs if they go on to win this game, Orange County. And if is that correct?
Yep.
Well, you're gonna be worried if you're Real Monarchs. You're just 2 points ahead. One more loss, an Orange County win, and suddenly they're above you. And that's how quick it can all change in this Western Conference table.
Portillo plays it wide. Powder, slow roller. Calic's not going to be able to get up to that as Cervantes falls right on top of that, and this 17-year-old has been impressive this evening.
He certainly has no chance with a goal. That header was from, what, 6 yards out and powered in by Kalen Ryden. But early on in the game, some crucial saves.
Tonight, a great example of why he is on that US U17 team. He'll be representing them in the US, or I should say the U17 World Cup. The Monarchs electing not to use their young goalkeeper in Ochoa tonight. He's also featured quite heavily with the U20 squad. Calix. Martinez. Powder. Powder trying to get the return pass from Calix. And now a great chance here for Real Monarchs.
This is a good chance for them because there's been too many orange jerseys behind the ball. They haven't been able to play it in. With a set piece in this position, you can loft it into the box. Jack Blake on the ball right now, and if he whips this in, he's going to whip it in with his right foot, so it'll be heading, yes, he even points, he's going to be heading in towards Cervantes. He just needs someone just to get on the end of it, just to get a touch, and they could very well have their second goal of the night.
Blake whips it in. And once again, Cervantes denying Real Monarchs. Corner, though, coming from the opposite end.
Keeper does well to make the save. I think that was meant from Blake to be, get someone's head on the end of it. In the end, it goes straight to the keeper who deals with it.
We have 3 minutes of stoppage time as this inward swing ball is put in, and Hume clears it away. Powder right there. Misplaced pass there by Noah Powder.
It hasn't been a happy return against Orange County, having been there last season. Powder just giving the ball away there at a crucial moment in the game, and it's always a tough one to go back to your old team and lose. It's just a natural thing to want to go back and win and go, there, you see, you're missing me, aren't you? Instead, for Noah Powder, it's not going to happen in this match.
For Orange County, looking for their 8th win of the season. Meanwhile, Real Monarchs to somehow get back in this before possibly suffering their 8th loss of the year. Martinez. Boberg trying to peel away. Blake. Calix. Calix cutting in. Great play there by Walker Hume. Hume, I should say, just using his big body to get in front of the ball, and Calix. Quinn.
He's got 2 minutes to see out now, Orange County. That's to just keep possession. The white shirts are going to keep chasing to get the ball back. He's got to keep possession, get it into the opponent's half, wind the clock down. That's it. Play for the foul. That's exactly the way to do it. Frustrating for Real Monarchs, but professionally played by Orange County.
Giovanni Godoy, the 24-year-old, as we'll have another yellow card handed out. And this one will go to Holt. For Holt, that will be his first yellow card of the season.
Yeah, for holding and pulling back. And you'll often get a yellow card for that. Eric Holt at 22 years of age, yeah, impressive centre back. Good future, you would think, in the game.
Holt had found plenty of success at UCLA. 3 tournament appearances in his 4 years with the Bruins. Also helped the Bruins lead to the best record in the nation in 2015. Powder. Blake. Moberg on the touchline. Blake chipping one up, flick back. Contour plays it forward, trying to find Jones. And Godoy will simply play this towards the corner, and more time will melt down.
Once again, Orange County defended in such great numbers that Real Monarchs couldn't play their way through. And it's been a lesson for this younger team in white tonight as to how to take your chances and how to close out the game. So well done to Orange County. It's a good win this and a vital 3 points.
There is the final whistle. Our score 3-1 as our coaches shake hands. And tonight's body armor man of the match is Aiden Quinn. A goal and assist tonight for Quinn.
He's played really well, and his goal maybe was a bit more of a keeper error, but his assist, the corner was crucial. His overall play, excellent. His passing, spot on, and he definitely is part of the heart and soul of this Orange County side.
And Quinn helps his team go on to a 3-1 victory against Real Monarchs. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with highlights and stats for you when we return.
Give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County.
Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Think all premium fuels are the same? New Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline is engineered with 4 levels of defense against gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. That helps keep your engine running like new. So maybe it's time to unthink what you think about premium fuel. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. It's fuel for thought.
Welcome back as Orange County gets a 3-1 victory at home. As we will take a look at tonight's highlights, are brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up.
You need on our last 3 events by going to www.orangecounty.soccer.com.
Things will get started early by Chang. Chang would push it forward, and Gary, this would be the first of many for Cervantes.
Yeah, very good at the near post. He's using his knee to save the shot, and as you say, it was going to be absolutely crucial. This is the one, I think, coming up from Chang. You see number 44 coming into your picture. He hits us on the volley. Cervantes gets, he dives to his left and pushes us up over the crossbar. Look at that agility. Look at that save. And he was, if he hadn't have made those saves, it would have been 2-0 down. This one, he just sees it go past from Jack Blake. No real trouble there. And that allows him to be in a position where Orozco's header puts him 1-0 up, heads it down into the ground and gives keeper Putner no chance.
That would be the first coming from Orozco, assisted by our man of the match, Aiden Quinn.
And Forrester here on the ball. Look at Darwin Jones near side. He sprints. The timing is absolutely perfect. Noah Powder goes in for the tackle and allows Darwin Jones free. And he's brave and strong, collides with Putner, but gets it over the keeper first. And now they're 2-0 ahead.
For Darwin Jones, now tied for the team lead in goals.
Handball given there, and then up steps Aiden Quinn. Now there are question marks definitely about Putner on that one. I thought he had the ball and then seemed to miss it, but Quinn's effort on target and with lots of pace in it that causes the keeper problems. Little 1-2 here. Should have hit target there, surely. Instead blazes the ball over the bar. And then unmarked, the big centre back, Kalen Ryden, goes in there, heads it literally from 4 yards out. Keeper has no chance, Oren Cervantes, and that's basically how it ends. 3-1 to the home side.
Our stats are brought to you by Pro Sport as we take a look at the full stats from this one.
Possession pretty much equal shots, more for Real Monarchs, but look at the shots on target, which really count less than Orange County. And certainly Cervantes' save's been crucial in the match. He saves 2 important ones. Andrew Putnam maybe could have done better with the 3rd goal. And Orange County in the end looking fairly comfortable, and looks like they're heading back into the top 10.
Tonight's save of the game is brought to you by CISO Share, movie security programs for, and who else is it? Aaron Cervantes.
Look at this volley again, and look at the goalkeeper down to his left, pushes that one high and above the crossbar, and they're applauding. His own teammates are applauding the save. They know how good that was. And have a look at it again. Fantastic from the 17-year-old.
And that would just build confidence throughout for Orange County, and that would be the second of many saves tonight for the young 17-year-old keeper. And County Line Coalition comes out, sees the victory tonight. Our final score, 3-1 for our crew. Gary Bailey, I'm Josh Toll. Good night from Irvine.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.